Alright, what's going on guys? George here, and today we're going to be taking the 240X to actually get an alignment. I've had this car for over 4 years, and the entire time that I've owned it, it's never actually had an alignment. Maybe like right when I got it, kind of did. Then I got coilovers, the alignment got pretty messed up. Then I got adjustable upper control arms, and it got even more messed up. Then I redid everything in the front, control arms, tie rods, and it's like it's kind of eyeballed, but if you do drive down the road with it, it's pretty much just like kind of like crab walks down the road. Like you can see, I think it's the left side or the right, I don't remember actually, but people said you can see like the side of the car as it's driving on the road because it's like kind of going up like sideways. So today we're going to be trying to get an alignment. I think I can get it on this people's alignment rack at this shop, but we'll see when we get there. I brought some wood. We'll see how seized up all my control arms and things are, so it will be impossible to actually adjust them, but we're going to do our best, see if we can get it aligned, because I'm hoping that with an alignment it's going to feel a little bit better. We can get a little more even tire wear in the back, because right now it's not exactly perfect. We've got a little odd toe in the back, and the camber on both sides isn't exactly the same, so I'm hoping we can figure that out. The front's actually pretty good right now. The back's really what I'm looking for, but we're just going to have them do a four-wheel alignment, because that's pretty much what they do. There's no point in not doing that. So I got the 240 started, and we'll be off to go get an alignment. Just gonna grab a wheel chock real quick because we don't have a handbrake. You never know when you'll need a wheel chock to hold the car in place. So we just got the car aligned. Everything's pretty good. It took them a while to do it just because the front and the back pretty messed up. Of course, my cut tie rods to get the steering angle and everything to work properly kind of led to some issues, but we sorted it out. All set, 90 bucks later, the car's aligned. I can already tell it kind of feels like it wants to drive straight when the steering wheel's pointing straight, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to drive it the rest of the way home and see what's going on. I'm going to be going drifting tomorrow. So I have a ton of stuff I have to get done in a really short amount of time. It's like the brakes on the front have been leaking a lot of fluid. Don't know what we're going to do about that. There are a bunch of things we need clearance up front for the steering angle. A lot of the electronics in the car aren't working. Apparently it's supposed to rain tomorrow a lot. There's currently the main fuse in the car is blown. Can't figure out why it keeps blowing. So the windshield wipers don't work, the windows don't work, and there's no sunroof in the car right now, which really just isn't ideal for driving in the rain. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, like, I tried for so long to try and figure out what the problem was. Still couldn't figure it out. I might just wire the windshield wipers straight up to the, like, 12-volt power and a switch, because I just need windshield wipers, and I'm not gonna try and deal with the fuse more. So we're just gonna kind of get started with that. We got a bunch of stuff we gotta clean up, kind of get everything going. So I never really liked the shift knob I've had in the car. Before I had some super long one that would just kind of make the shifter feel a little bad. This was just some random eBay 5-speed neochrome one that I had on my KA that was a 5-speed. I just hit it with a hammer a bunch and all the color came off of it. Don't really like either of them, so something I've wanted to do for a very long while is get a new shift knob. I might need a pair of pliers for this. So before I start doing all the difficult stuff on the car, I'm just going to go ahead and throw this new shift knob on. It's just kind of like the most basic. It's just like a ball, but it's like I have wanted one of these, and I was just like, you know what, I'll spend 10 bucks, get a nice shift knob. I'll do this easy thing to the car before I start having to do like hard, intense things like take apart stuff. So I'm just gonna throw this on real quick. Here, I'm going to clean off this side of the garage because there's more space here, and I'm going to go ahead and stick the car here while I do all the work on it.
I think we need to go grab some monsters real quick.
Oh, I have a couple of my dormers though.
Can we get the good ones though?
Like normal size?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of brake fluid.
Is the whole thing wet?
My hand's wet now. Everything is damp. No, but I have to show the issue. So I have a massive amount of steering angle, so much so that the tire makes contact with my tension rod since I don't have like a curved tension rod. Wow, that's loose. Cool. Wow. I love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my 1.5-inch wheel spacer on the front because that's all I have and I'm not buying more.
You gotta get like a 5mm one.
This is so ignorant. It's like, I don't want that. Wow, that's all power steering fluid. Cool.
You do realize that that's gonna like...
I have 5mm ones, but that's not enough.
Are you sure? Can you get a 10mm one?
Well, then
There's anything that's not that?
I'd get new studs if I got.
Yeah, I would do studs in that.
Oh, this.
How many of those do you have though? George.
These?
Do you happen to have 4 of them? Because you could put 2 on each side.
No. What?
The hub board's not the same.
No, it is. It's just,
Oh, it's corroded so much?
Super corroded.
Wait, flip it over.
I just tried to do that. I just gotta hammer it on. I did that in the back. But that's not enough. It's
Wait, you have some of those in the back?
No, but I had those in the back.
Oh. Wait, how big are the ones in the back?
1 inch.
What are these?
1.5.
So why don't you use the back ones at the front and not have one in the back?
Because that would look dumb. Or just rub it.
No, because when you have wide fitment in the front and no wide fitment in the back, it's good. Like, literally don't even run any in the back.
It would be so tucked, it's disgusting. When I got to the alignment place, I was like, yeah, I expect them to be really far off because I did them, like I eyeballed them, and they're exactly the same. But I did forget to look up a caster setting I wanted, so I'm just gonna adjust it.
5 degrees is good.
I think this is like 6.8. It's like, oh, that just doesn't seem nice. I'm sad.
Well, you probably want like 10, right? So it's stable, but then it's not quick.
Well, no, people said just drive it and then adjust it. I think the slave cylinder that was on the VQ was, oh.
What, is there juice coming out?
No, it just seems really sucked in. I think that this slave cylinder that was on the VQ was bad because the car would kind of grind in the 5th and 6th, and it didn't do that before when I test drove it in the G35. So I figured there was something wrong, or maybe it just needed to be bled. But I got another slave cylinder here. I've had this one sitting around, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this one on, and then go ahead and bleed the clutch, and hopefully the clutch feels better and it doesn't grind in the 5th and 6th anymore, because praying this is what it is. If it's not, I'm just not gonna fix it. We're just gonna be a 4-speed.
That's not leaking.
It's
not leaking.
I don't even.
But we know it's gonna.
Honestly, it's like it leaks, doesn't leak. I don't want it to fall off.
John, you gotta not like that.
We're not taping anything. Sometimes you just gotta sell your bumper to someone on Facebook. So that's pretty much all we did in preparing the 240 for the drift event. Aside from that, I'm still having the issue with the main fuse in the car popping. There's a short somewhere. I physically can't find it. I've disconnected the wiring harness from the VQ from the actual 240 chassis. Still pops the fuse. I've done so many things. I've been with a multimeter. I've disconnected so many things, tested so many things, seeing where I can find the short. Fuse box. I've literally stuck the multimeter every which way. Can't seem to find a short anywhere. But the thing will still pop when you have the fuse in and you turn the car on. So somehow there's an issue somewhere. I'm gonna keep trying to work on it, but for now I just went ahead and hardwired a few necessities: brake lights, running lights, windshield wipers for the drift event because it's gonna be raining. That's pretty much it. So either I'm gonna end up fixing that, or I'm just gonna go ahead, maybe pull more wiring out of the car and just hardwire it, or just leave the wiring how it is now hardwired. Maybe put some fuses in so we don't screw some more stuff up, but for now, what we've got going on works. So if you guys want to see any specific videos, of course, let me know in the comment section down below. One that I really want to do is how much it costs to VQ swap your 240. I know that a lot of people have been asking about it. There's not that much information online about how much it costs to do it. And I think I did mine for a pretty good price. So I'd, of course, like to share what I did. That video will be coming out soon as well, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Drifting video coming out soon as well. If you guys do want to see more, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.